We'll be right back. Alright, so in today's video, I'm just going to be riding around. I fixed my, I don't know actually, but I tried to fix my camera, like, so you guys can see more of the woods and the trail, but still see the handlebars. So who really knows if that's gonna work? So I kind of readjusted something on my mount, but I want to talk about like the truth, because I was rewatching some of my videos for shorts to figure out like what I could post. And in the 300-mile review, I never really said the pros and cons of this thing. So I just kind of talked about it in comparison to other things. So I'm gonna talk about the pros and cons and the truth of this bike, I'm gonna say, I guess. But we're gonna go up some hill climbs right now. I got something in my shoe though. I wore Crocs for this ride. And my battery is a 27, so I don't know if this thing has full power on 27. So the first thing is that the pegs are really small. It just rained, so it's gonna be pretty hard for me to get up these hills. But I am a size 10.5 shoe, and my foot slips off the pegs so much, and it's a pretty big pain. See, like, yeah, look, the pegs, super tiny, and that's a downside. That's a con. We'll do all cons first, and then we'll do some pros. Let's see here. Oh, and before I forget to mention, I'm going fishing tomorrow. Oh God, I messed that up. I'm going fishing tomorrow. I'm gonna fall here. Catch or no catch, I'm still posting the video. So I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go sliding off the hill. Yeah, see, I'm sliding down. God, I messed this up. How am I gonna do this? I wonder if I can just pick it back up the hill. That'll work. Oh, a pro, speaking of that, is the bike is really light. I'm pretty sure I didn't mention that. 125 pounds, so I can literally just pick up the whole front end of it when I need to move it and just move it. Like I could pick up this whole entire bike just by myself and put it like on a stand or something when I take the battery out or do some battery work, which is good, I think. So let's try to make this again. I really didn't give it too much throttle on that one. So let's see. Another con is the stock. These are not stock handlebars, obviously, but if you watch my video from like 7 months ago, the red ones, the red handlebars, those are stock. They're super short. These are tall. But the thing with these is you don't get end caps. And those end caps are what you see when I fall, I get a bunch of dirt in them. Which you could probably find end caps on Amazon. Another con is this little tiny speedometer. But again, you can buy, Unicycle sells a bigger one for $140 in the middle. This is a con. I'd rather have a key right here. I'm pretty sure you can swap it for a key, but I'm not that skilled to do that. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. I made it. All right. Another con. What's another con of this? Okay. I just made all these trails and hills this winter. So I never took it off-road, never flew up hills or anything like that. So I don't know if that's what's killing my battery, but I called Unicycle in November and I asked them if I should take out my battery for the winter, or is it able to stay? I live in PA, so it gets like 10 degrees in the winter. So I asked them, they're like, no, absolutely not. Take out the battery. It's going to be too cold. It'll kill the battery. I said, okay, fine. So I had the battery out of this bike for about, I don't know, 4 months, 5 months. And the battery, it dies so quickly though. But I don't know if that's because even when I'm on the road too. So the batteries in this thing are supposed to last 2 to 5 years, and I haven't even had this for a year yet. It'll be a year in July. So I think that's pretty ridiculous too. Why is it dying so quickly? Oh, brother. Yeah, I think that is pretty ridiculous, to be fairly honest with you. Why is it dying so incredibly quick? Oh, God. Another con is, oh, God. Well, that one's supposed to happen. We'll be right back. See, another con is when I just leaned it over. You get an error message. So you see the bike still on, but you get an error message. So that means what some people may see as a safety feature, which should be good for you, I guess, if you see it as a safety feature. But for me, I just want to pick it back up and go. So you got to turn it all off again. Undo this. Turn it back on. Redo it. It's not that much work, but it's actually kind of a pain. See? Oh, to reset everything, I'm in kilometers. I don't even know how to reset this. Unit. Metric. Yeah, that's what I want. No, I want it in metric. No. There we go. It's better. So, yeah. Another con is, what's another con of this? The battery. For me, the battery is just the biggest. Got a start button. And there is a start button here too. So when you turn it on, you hit the throttle, it won't go. But when you have to click the start button for it to finally turn on. So this is always sketchy for me because I always slide out. I'm going to slide out right here. I don't want to slide. I don't want to slide. Yeah. Come on, don't slide, don't slide, don't slide. I'm in eco mode too, God. It just completely reset everything. I gotta push it up the hill. There we go. So, okay, we could say that a pro for this would be, let me run through the cons real quick. I'll say the cons. Okay, the cons will be small display. My battery isn't charging. It charges, but it doesn't hold its charge. Short handlebars, small pegs. And other than that, it does go 50. I had a 52 in my last short. It spins the tires at 52 miles an hour, which is fast. And yeah, everyone's like, wow, that's fast enough. But when you get on it and once you get used to the bike and if you're used to speed, it kind of does get boring after a while. And I mean, yeah, like on the trails, that's all the speed you need. Whoa. That is all the speed you need. But here, I'm like, on the roads, I'm like, come on. Like, I could use a little bit more. Yeah, I could definitely use a little bit more on the road, which they do make bikes. Like, this is another pro. This bike is only $3,150 on the Lunacycle website. I'll put their link in the description. So that's a plus. But this bike is pretty small. It's pretty small for that price. But now, if you have like your own property, if you can ride dirt bikes on, would I recommend you get this? Probably not. I would probably say, like with the same speed, I'd probably say like a 125 CR 125, TTR 125, KLX 140. And the weight limit for this is 250 pounds. See, that's a pro for me because I'm not 250 pounds. But if you're 250 pounds, well then, that's not a pro for you, So I'll kind of put that in the neutral aspect, I guess. See, my battery is at 24%. It started at 27. And this video has probably only been going for probably 6-7 minutes. So it's kind of a pain. What else can I say? What else can I say about this? It is a good first bike, and it does come stock at 20 miles an hour, which for the price, 20 miles an hour is terrible. You can get an electric bike with pedals for $400 for 20 miles an hour, you know? Which, yeah, that is terrible. But, you know, so that's how fast you want to go for now. It's fine. If you cut the wire, which you can find videos on YouTube and all that stuff, you cut the wire, you can get this thing to go 30 miles an hour in eco mode. And like I said, I had the tire spinning at 52 and 52 miles an hour in sport mode, which I didn't think that was all that bad. Yeah, I mean, on the trails, that's all the power you need. On the roads, I would like Starkvarg power. I would like a lot of power. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, you get what you pay for. Which, I mean, I'm fine with it. This is my first e-bike, so, I mean, I don't really know if I plan to get more. I think if I get another e-bike, it'd be an Atlas Sigma, because they go like 90. Or, yeah, obviously, I definitely would not turn down a Starkvarg, but those things are like 15 grand. So, unless I blow up on YouTube, you know, then $15,000, that's a cheapest bargain. But, you know, another con, the brakes suck. Stock brakes, haven't even had this thing for a year, and my front brake's decent, back brake sucks. So, that is a major, oh god, I'm sliding. I'm just spinning. See, my battery's now at 23, and it's flashing. Whew. Where else should I try and go? I'll go rip that trail real quick. We'll get a little speed run on gravel real quick, just to see how fast I can get this thing too. Now, if I only get it to like 40, it might just be because the battery is pretty much dead. But if I can get any higher, what's my regen braking at? Oh, a plus. The regen braking is actually pretty nice. I kind of thought it was stupid before, but now I would say it's pretty nice. It just rained yesterday, so God only knows if I can make it up this. Yeah, that would. You know, the regen braking is pretty nice, especially in like the second power mode. All right, so I'm gonna do the top speed run right here. Let's just see on this little path. Let's just see how fast we can get it to. So right now we're rolling about 20 right now, and I hit it. It said 54. That did not feel right. Yeah, I don't know. This miles an hour? Yeah, that does not. 54 miles an hour. I don't know. That seemed to have picked up a lot quicker for some reason. Let's try it again. It's reading 50. That is not 50 miles an hour, though, I'm telling you. Yeah, no, it says we're going 40. That is not right. Yeah, no, it says we're going 8 miles an hour, buddy. We're going like... So this is 15? I don't... Do one of my wires kind of come unplugged a little bit? I'm going to go in the woods. I'm going to see how fast I can get the tires to spin. Because that does not seem right. But anyways, 54. I said the top speed was 55 and it's short. So I'll take that, honestly. I'll take 50. 50, whatever I said. Let's see. Let's see if I just pull in that front brake. 53. 53. 53 miles an hour. So it's at 54 on the path, 53. So yeah, okay, we'll say 50 to 55 miles an hour. Now, I have had some people comment on my videos, my shorts, my videos, whatever, saying that theirs only goes 49. Obviously, I weigh 150 pounds and I'm 5'10". So this bike is it's kind of like a pit bike. And for all the stuff that I've rode, I'd call the power the speed of a pit bike, honestly. But obviously, since it is electric, it has a lot more ass to it. So, you know, there's no clutch. There's no clutches. So, it's electric. You know, you see an electric car versus, you see a Tesla versus a Lambo, the Tesla's gonna get off the line quicker just because it's electric. That's just how they work. So, and this thing will wheelie. I'm not gonna try because my back brake sucks, but it will come up in a wheelie. What's another pro? I already said the price. A con is there's not a lot of upgrades for it. Like if you get a Suron, pretty much any Suron, you could just get a bunch of random upgrades for it. Like there's a brand called Warp 9. They just make a lot of parts for Surons. Talaria, you pretty much find stuff on eBay. Hopefully it works. Amazon, hopefully it works. Or Lunicycle sells a few things that you could get for it. But, you know, so we're at 21. Let's get up this hill real quick. Oh, brother. We came off the pass, but we almost made it. Oh, brother. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right, so we're at 20. I'm going to get some shots. Get up the hill, come on. Come on, come on, come on. God. Get over it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this was the truth of the Talaria XXX pros and cons. My overall review on it. If you live in a neighborhood and you don't have a lot of money, like let's say your budget is only $4,000, I'd say get one of these because, if you live in the right neighborhood, I say $4,000 because it's, you know, shipping, and if you're getting extra stuff for it and all that stuff, then $4,000 probably. I think this one was $3,700 when it came out. So I'm gonna say if your budget is $6,000, I'd say go for a E-Ride Pro. They go about 60, or I'd go for an Outless Sigma. They go about 85, 90. I would not really recommend those for a first bike because they are fast. They're kind of scary. I've never ridden one, but I've heard that they are scary. And if your budget is also $6,000 and you don't want anything that fast, you want something about as fast as this, look up a Suron Ultra B. They're the same speed as this, but they are bigger. They're about the size of a full dirt bike. They actually look like a dirt bike. So I'd say that. So yeah, but my overall of this bike, if you live in a neighborhood and you don't want anything that fast, it's your first bike and you're smaller, get it. If you don't live in a residential neighborhood and you have a lot of acres to ride, get something better than this, or just get a normal bike. And my recommendation, if you have however much money you pretty much want to spend on it, an electric bike, and you don't want like a 450 or 250 or something like that, or race quad, get a Stark Vlog, and you want something electric, just get a Stark. They're $15,000, but I promise you, I've heard that they are so fun. About 95, 100 and some miles, 115 miles an hour. You can't go wrong. 80 horsepower, that's faster than any 450. Like I'm telling you, just get one. All right, well, thank you guys for watching me talk about the truth of this bike. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please please like and subscribe for the next one. I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.